Help, Heather, I think I'm having a bad day, and I'm believing this to be true. So today we are going to talk about thinking you're having a bad day and how to reel that back in. So yesterday was a very weird day for me. I started out my morning with writing an email to a gym that I was using while in Utah that was charging me again, even though I've been gone now for a month, and was feeling really agitated about the fact that nobody was contacting me back and really they weren't dealing with the issue. I then realized something on my schedule had changed and made my daily plan that I had laid out to do some activities with my kids not feasible. And I started the story about how that, I as a mom, I really wanted to do these things, and I feel like I'm not doing all the things I could, and the shoulds, and the mommy guilt and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm driving to my yoga, and the guy next to me, and this never happens, starts micromanaging my driving, telling me where to go and what to do, and kind of getting all over my case. And literally, it was just one of those mornings where it took me back in time to when I struggled with my weight, and just feeling like when people would say, "How's your day going, Heather?" I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. And maybe you've even said that, right? This idea of your day being outside of your control. And so I got to yoga. And my instructor asked me, what do we need to work on? What's bothering you in your body? And I said, honestly, it's not my body today. It's my mind. My mind is bothering me. I said, I'm focusing in on this gym issue and getting that resolved. I'm focusing on this feeling of guilt around not doing something with my kids because my schedule got changed. I'm focusing on this guy over here in the next lane who's yelling at me while I'm driving. I'm focusing on all those agitating thoughts that are not making me feel my best and are not going to help me with my day and my clients and everything else. And so my yoga instructor really just kind of worked on using really wise words about letting go, focusing on your points of control. So as soon as I got out of yoga, you know what I did? I called up my bank and I said, hey, there's a company who's charging me for a service I'm not getting and it should have been canceled. Can you put a block on that? And they said, yes, it'll be $25. Done. Paid. I'm done with that. Check, check. Then I changed my schedule for the day and I decided the thing I was going to do with my kids that day, I moved to Friday instead of on Wednesday. Check. Taken care of. I can't do anything about the guy in the car other than realize that's his issue and it's not mine. My point with sharing the story with you is there can be things that happen in your day that are outside of your control. Somebody charging my account when I didn't authorize it. Somebody, changing my schedule overnight when I wasn't paying attention. And somebody being rude to me are all things outside of my control. I can choose not to focus on them. And did you notice what I did? I took immediate action. So first, become aware of your mindset. That's the most important. What are your thoughts focusing on? If they keep going back to these problem issues, immediately figure out what you can do to take immediate action on. If you're having an issue with a coworker, if you're having an issue with a neighbor, who can you contact and deal with that issue right now? It's important you don't put it off. Because if you're like me, what you would do is let that fester and fester and fester. And before you know it, you might be eating things that don't serve you because you're feeling that sense of agitation. Better to deal with the agitation, the frustration, whatever the issue is directly and immediately to free yourself up. The rest of my day was awesome, but I could see it not going that way if something did not happen, if I didn't take action, and if I didn't talk about it and put it out there. So if you're struggling with your day today, realize we all have those issues, but don't allow yourself to be the person who says, I'm going to wait and see how this day plays out before I decide if it's good or not. You get to choose that. No matter what happens externally, you get to make a decision on what actions you're going to take and the kind of day you're going to have. And that was how I felt when I came out of yoga. I said, this is really nice, a beautiful, cool weather day. I'm seeing some nice, or talking talking to some wonderful clients today. I'm not going to let this day not be great. I'm going to choose to fight for today. I'm going to choose to make today awesome. And I have that control. I can't control what he does or she does or they do. I can control how I choose to see it. I choose how I'm going to deal with it. And I choose where my mind goes to focus. So for those of you who are struggling today, you're feeling like I did yesterday. You're feeling that frustration, agitation, like your whole day is going to go to crap. Choose today to fight for today by taking immediate action on those things, even if it's just calling somebody up and making them aware of it, or if it's contacting a company or whatever. Take immediate action and then choose to focus on the positive. Those two things are going to make your day amazing. You have a good one and take care.